Hello folks, welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck, where you can get all the sports you need in 10 minutes. My name is Adam Orduna. This is my mom, Gina.
He is the journalist.
She's the enthusiast.
I am so enthusiastic because it has rained for like a year straight.
My goodness.
And now the sun is out.
It certainly feels like it. It has been raining for like a year straight. I mean, it has been like that. Now, it has been, you know, the beginning of spring.
Right.
And so it's always going to be raining for the most part.
Yes. Spring is sprunging.
And as you can see, the back area for our
trees have filled in.
Is starting to look really nice. So we're, you know, grateful for the rain because now it's starting to be nice outside, and it is really nice outside.
No, it was good, but it was like even when it didn't rain, we had clouds. Like this is the first time we've seen the sun in a week.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful outside. Well, because of it being so nice, we're going to talk about what you do, and being outside is what a lot of athletes want to do, is be outside and being able to play multiple sports, especially in the spring, like track or baseball.
A lot of places soccer is done in the spring.
Exactly. Men's and women's soccer flip-flop in some areas.
Tennis.
Tennis, exactly. So that's what we're talking about today, is being a multi-sport athlete. We've done this topic before.
A little bit.
But this one's kind of interesting because we're going to highlight an athlete who is a track star out of the University of Tennessee. He is the fastest college athlete right now in the world, coming out of Tennessee down there in Knoxville. He is a track athlete. His name is Christian Coleman. This is a kid that is an Olympian as well.
Right.
And right on the heels of the NFL draft, he decided to go out and run a 40.
Well, let's John Ross ran a 4.22.
Yes.
He came out of the University of Washington, has been drafted to the Bengals, but that 4.22, we were all like, woo!
It was held by Chris Johnson, who's the record holder with running a 4.26, and it finally was broken this year by John Ross at the NFL Combine.
And when you watch him, he was moving. I mean, those feet were picking up and putting down.
It's crazy. I mean, he didn't even look like he was running. That's how fast he was running.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So yeah, on the heels of that, you've got people that always want to say, hey, I can run fast. I think Justin Gatlin also ran a 40 and ran like a 4 flat or like a 3.9. So Christian Coleman decided to run a 40 as well, and he ended up running a 4.12.
Say it again.
4.12. That would have shattered the 40 record at the NFL Combine. And so we're bringing this topic up because there's a couple things here. The transition from track to football sometimes doesn't always work out because there's a lot of components to football, just like there are in track. There's a lot of form. One wrong movement can have you tripped up or slowed down. But just like in football, if you're a receiver or a running back or a corner, just because you have straight line speed doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be great on the football field.
Right. And, you know, running the underwear Olympics at the Combine is different than putting on the pads, putting on cleats. Track shoes are different than cleats.
Exactly.
You know, now you're way down, helmet, pads, all of that. It's very, it's not a direct correlation.
Exactly. And it doesn't always translate. But the point is that if you are a multi-sport athlete, it generally gives you the best chances to be successful on the track, on the court, the hockey rink, the football field, whatever sport that you're playing, because you have a good feel of how to handle adversity in a lot of different ways. Your sports IQ goes up. You understand how to kind of do different things, attack people different ways, because you do multiple sports. And so this is a cool topic because a guy ran a 4.21 or 4.12, excuse me, a 4.12. And
let's think about it. Even if he didn't run a 4.21, he still would have had the record.
Right, exactly.
But he ran a 4.12.
Well, he was so fast that the football coach at Tennessee, Butch Jones, decided to tweet at him and say, hey, man, what's your cleat size? Because we'll use you. I just think that's awesome.
I think that is, well, if you look at the Chiefs, I know we're talking about college, but you go to the pros, we got a little speedster on the Chiefs.
Tyreek Hill, they call him the cheetah because he is that fast. They say he's clocked at 24, 25 miles an hour or something crazy like that. So that just tells you speed kills. Our boy Gerard Dyson, he's not with us anymore.
From the Royals.
Big time Royal. He's now with the Seattle Mariners.
Always a Royal.
He's always a Royal. I got his jersey downstairs. He said it. That's what speed do.
That's what speed do.
And it's the truth. Because
well, and we're track people in this house.
Right.
But I think their question was, you know, sometimes it doesn't correlate track to football, but I do think it's important that kids, students, and athletes in general do more than one sport.
Exactly. And with that, there were 30 football players in this year's draft, just within the first round, 30 out of 32 players, or since there's 32 teams, but 30 out of the 32 picks, I should say, all were multi-sport athletes.
Yes.
So that means there's only 2 guys that, for the most part, didn't play multiple sports.
They just were
just, hey, I'm just a football kid, which you see a lot in baseball and things like that, where it's like,
you
hey,
see
I'm just
it in basketball
you see
too.
it in basketball, exactly.
Oh,
so
don't even get me started. I almost said something nasty.
yeah, but hey, but that's our point. Is we're trying to promote the fact that if you're a track star, you have the opportunities to play football, you do that. If you're a football player and you have the chances to be an amazing tennis player or soccer player, you do that.
Soccer and football translate very well back and forth.
Your hand-eye coordination, if you're a goalie, your foot to
the footwork.
Your core control is very important. Dominican Sue for the Miami Dolphins, who's a great time Nebraska Cornhusker, who's
and also was at the Detroit Lions before that.
Exactly, got drafted by the Lions, who probably will be a Hall of Fame player in his own right, was a soccer player his whole life. And he's a big, big man, basically 300 pounds. So, played soccer.
What was your first sport?
Soccer, actually, it was. So I played all the way up till 8th grade, and I was going to play in high school.
And let's name. You did soccer. Yes. You did tennis.
Yes.
You swam.
Yep.
You also then competitively did basketball, football, and track. And you took a little hand. 2 years of baseball. Worst 2 years of our life.
Yes, it was.
Because he didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
But we have a theory. Our motto, once you start something, you do not quit.
Exactly.
So we drug ourselves through 2 really terrible seasons of baseball, but you did it.
Well, and to the point of, that's what speed do, in the words of Gerard Dyson. My senior year, our head baseball coach for our high school was trying to recruit me, and a lot of my friends played baseball. They were trying to recruit me to play baseball. The only reason why I didn't work out,
they wanted you to cut your hair.
I had long hair. Believe it or not, I did have long hair, and he wanted me to cut my hair, and that was one of the team rules. And I sat down and talked with him, and he was just like, look, man, we want you. You'd be a great outfielder for us, and you would be a great pinch runner. But you got to do something with that hair. And I was like, I'm not giving up the hair. You know, I was being rebellious. And then I ended up cutting my hair the next year.
You went to K-State. Bill Snyder said, cut your hair. The hair went.
And it was done. But that's the point, is being a
Corby Lang is no Bill Snyder.
No, he's not. Mr. Lang is a good coach. He's awesome, but he's not the Hall of Fame coach at Bill Snyder. But the point is, being athletic, having your feelers out to be able to do multiple sports, having speed, that can get you in the door in a lot of cases, especially this kid right here, Christian Coleman. He's an Olympic guy. He's going to have a bright future in whatever he decides to do. If he maybe wants to say, hey, I might want to try football, he probably will have a chance. But I think his future will be great.
I think his track coach tried to smack that down
well, did the track coach tweet out saying good luck with that coach
Yeah, good luck with that coach, but he wears Nike Elites, meaning he wears track cleats.
Yeah,
You know, it's interesting. You said 30 out of the 32 first-round picks were all multi-sport athletes.
Right.
90% of everyone drafted to the NFL this year was a designated multi-sport athlete.
Wow.
So here's what I'm saying. We live in the land of kids who are very active.
Yes.
But we've started to see, as they get older, especially with your younger brother, his group of kids, we call them the Rough Riders. This is a good group of athletes. Several of them are like, I just do basketball.
Right.
I just do baseball. It's like, miss me with that. I love them to death, but you're cheating yourself. You don't even know, especially at these ages, what you're going to develop into.
Especially
keep trying different things. Your brother did the good country club sports last summer. He did golf and tennis in the summer in the off season, while he was doing football workouts, let's be clear.
Yes.
But, our motto is you don't get to sit down in this, and you got to keep moving.
And you never know what you're going to fall in love with unless you try it. And you may pick up a golf club and say, wow, I really have good control, and I see the course very well. I understand how to pace myself down the golf course. And so, you just never know. And that's the point, is you can be an all-state golfer and an all-state basketball player. And you can be an all-state soccer kid, and you can be an all-state track guy. I mean, you can do everything if you want to.
Exactly. And our point is, don't limit your kids to just one thing. Kids don't limit your kids, but athletes don't limit yourself to one thing. Now, I do get it. If you've got a natural knack for track, and you start running when you're 5, 6 years old, you keep doing, I kind of understand that. But in general, even in the off season, go shoot some hoops. Go do something, expand your mind, and it will make you head to toe a better athlete.
Look, scouts are going to fall in love with you that much more if you say, hey, I've been a good athlete in all of these sports. And so it's only going to help you in the long run. So, hey, 412 Christian Coleman.
There you go.
That's pretty awesome.
That dude
hey,
is moving.
Hey, that's awesome. I love speed. So
that's what speed do.
Well, we want to say we appreciate your time. Continue to follow us on all of our social media. Continue to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we're going to continue to bring you more updates, folks. See you next time.